Beloved luminous ones, children of eternity, carriers of infinite light, we, the messengers of the higher realms, speak to you now of the universal heart, the great pulse of oneness rising in all beings. This message is not a doctrine but a remembrance, not an instruction imposed from beyond, but a mirror reflecting what already beats within your core. For each of you is part of this great heart, and its rhythm is your own. The universal heart is not a concept to be studied, but a living reality to be felt. It is the subtle yet powerful current that flows through every being, every star, every grain of sand, every breath. It is the unseen thread weaving together galaxies and atoms, laughter and tears, beginnings and endings. It is the pulse of unity, the sacred rhythm of existence, the song that has never ceased since the first spark of creation. You may call it love, you may call it source, you may call it the great mystery, yet whatever name you give, it remains the same boundless truth. Within humanity's story, there has long been a forgetting of this oneness. You have been taught to see yourselves as separate from each other, separate from nature, separate from the divine. You have believed in boundaries that exist only in perception. You have been told that the other is foreign, that the earth is resource, that the divine is distant. And so you have struggled, you have competed, you have feared. Yet beneath this illusion of separation, the universal heart has never ceased to beat within you. It calls, softly at first, then more urgently, for remembrance. This time in which you live is not ordinary. It is a threshold, a turning, a great awakening. The universal heart is rising in all, making itself felt more clearly, more powerfully. It speaks through your intuition, through synchronicities, through the longing for connection, through the dissatisfaction with old ways of division. It whispers in dreams, sings in music, trembles in tears, expands in moments of awe. You sense it when you feel compassion for a stranger, when you are moved by beauty, when you stand in stillness and feel the immensity of existence. These are the pulses of the universal heart within you. To live in harmony with this heart is the destiny of humanity. This does not mean abandoning individuality, but transcending the illusion of isolation. Just as every cell in your body has its unique function yet serves the whole, so too does every human soul. Unity is not sameness, it is harmony. Diversity is not division, it is richness. The universal heart celebrates all expressions, all colors, all voices, all paths, for each adds to the great symphony. We speak to you now because the time of remembrance is at hand. The old structures built upon separation are crumbling. Systems that glorified division cannot sustain themselves. Identities rooted in fear and superiority are dissolving. The universal heart rises to remind you of your true belonging, your shared essence, your interwoven destiny. This rising may feel turbulent at times, for the dismantling of illusion can bring confusion. Yet beyond the turbulence lies clarity, beyond the ending lies beginning, beyond the death of old ways lies the birth of new. What does it mean to embody the universal heart in daily life? It means to choose love when fear tempts you. It means to listen deeply, to see the other as yourself, to honor the earth as your own body, to recognize divinity in every face. It means to release the need to dominate or be dominated, and instead to cooperate, to create, to uplift. It means to walk gently, speak kindly, act truthfully. These may seem like simple choices, yet they are the most powerful acts of transformation. For each choice in harmony with the universal heart sends ripples throughout the whole, awakening others, healing unseen fractures, building bridges where walls once stood. Consider, beloved ones, how often you have felt alone, misunderstood, isolated. That loneliness is born not from truth but from illusion. In reality, you are never alone. The universal heart beats in you, and through it, you are connected to all. Every smile you give uplifts another. Every kindness, no matter how small, is felt across the web of existence. When you realize this, loneliness dissolves, for you begin to feel the great company of all beings walking with you. The universal heart is not limited to humanity alone. It encompasses all kingdoms of life: animals, plants, minerals, waters, wines, stars. Each is alive, each is sacred, each contributes its unique rhythm to the whole. To honor the universal heart is to honor these as well, to live in reverence, to remember that you are not above but among, not separate but part. The tree is your sibling, the river your blood, the stars your ancestors. When you live with this awareness, your actions naturally align with care, with respect, with harmony. There is a reason your heart, the organ of your body, beats rhythmically. It is a microcosm of the universal heart. Each beat sustains you, just as the greater rhythm sustains creation. And just as your physical heart responds to emotions quickening with fear, softening with love, so too does the universal heart respond to the collective vibration of humanity. When you love, it expands. When you hate, it contracts. When you awaken, it glows. You are not powerless in the great unfolding, you are co-creators. Your choices, your thoughts, your feelings ripple outward, joining the universal pulse, shaping the future. Beloved ones, the universal heart rises not only to be felt but to be embodied. It is not enough to believe in unity, you are called to live it. Do not wait for leaders or systems to change, be the change in your own circle. Greet strangers with warmth, forgive those who hurt you, share what you have, listen with presence. These small acts are great acts, for they align you with the universal rhythm. When enough hearts align, the pulse grows strong, and entire societies shift. The universal heart is also a teacher of balance. It teaches you to give and receive, to rest and act, to honor both silence and sound. It does not demand constant activity, nor endless retreat. It moves in cycles, like breath, like tides, like seasons. To live in harmony with it is to honor your own cycles as well, to know when to step forward, when to pause, when to create, when to release. In doing so, you flow with life rather than resist it. Many ask, how can I know if I am aligned with the universal heart? The answer is simple: when you feel expansive, peaceful, connected, joyful, you are aligned. When you feel contracted, fearful, divisive, closed, you have stepped out of alignment. This is not to judge yourself, but to notice. Gently, kindly, return to the pulse by choosing again. Breathe deeply. Remember love. Extend compassion. The universal heart is patient, it never withdraws. It waits, always, for your return. Beloved ones, there is a great joy in this remembrance. For too long you have carried the weight of separation, the burden of isolation, the fear of scarcity. But as the universal heart rises, you will know abundance not as possessions but as connection, not as accumulation but as flow. You will feel supported, held, uplifted by the great web of life. You will realize that when you give, you do not lose, for you are part of a whole that continually replenishes itself. You will discover freedom, for you no longer need to defend a fragile identity, you are infinite, woven into infinity. We, the messengers, speak not only to your minds but to your hearts. As you read these words, allow yourself to feel the pulse beneath them. Allow yourself to soften, to open, to remember. We are not introducing something new, we are awakening what has always been. The universal heart is not outside you. It is you. The pulse you feel now, even as you listen, is its pulse. The time is now. The call is clear. The rising cannot be stopped, for it is the natural unfolding of creation. You may resist, and resistance will bring struggle. You may surrender, and surrender will bring grace. The choice is yours, yet the destination is assured: unity, remembrance, oneness. The universal heart beats toward it, and you are carried with its rhythm. So, beloved luminous ones, walk forward with courage. Live with kindness. Speak with truth. Create with love. Let the universal heart guide you in every step. And when doubt arises, when fear whispers, pause and listen. Beneath all noise, you will hear the steady pulse. It is the song of eternity. It is the rhythm of all. It is the universal heart, rising now in you. And so it is.